Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Sam Kula. I'm here with
Alexander, right here.
And Trenton.
Trenton. We're going to give a brief overview of the fracture changes with the new book. We're going to talk about the four book armies, and we're going to talk about the non-book armies, and just give our initial impressions and ideas of what we think could be good, could be bad, and what we think, what armies we think won out, and what armies we think lost out on the fracture changes. Yeah. So we start with the book armies. You guys want to do Basilia first, Alex?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you
could
can
do
start
some
at Basilia.
Basilia.
Want to do Basilia? Alex, what do you like most about the new Basilia army? You're a Basilia player.
So I played a few games of Basilia. It was my first army when I started in like a year and a half ago or so. Um, my favorite unit right now is absolutely these Paladin Monster Slayers, the Horde. It's pretty much just a Great Axe Horde with Slayer D6 and at a reasonable price of 260 with the ability for those commands to really enhance it. It is It is
Top
phenomenal.
notch.
Top notch.
Alex
And
finally has a great axe horde.
finally, I don't have to play
Fun.
orcs.
It's good
A
news
great
for
axe
you.
horde with headstrong. Headstrong on those guys is awesome.
If you can roll a 4 up.
Never fails.
You know what they say
Headstrong's
about
good.
4s, right?
Iron
Is there anything
Resolve's
that
nice there too.
yeah. Is there anything that you think is lacking in the army, or you think they kind of missed the mark on, or you're this
I'm
hero
just gonna say
sucks?
the one thing when I saw the new Fractured book, and I like the new changes. I think that everything it's customizable and you can suit it to whatever flavor you might like.
Yeah.
Um, but I miss the chariots. I have
Cherry.
like 1,000 points of chariots,
Yeah.
and they're in the corner, like right over there,
Oh,
and
past tense.
I miss them.
I I really thought Chariots were gonna make a comeback here. Um
Yeah.
yeah. I
And
Go ahead.
Any other things that you're
it
that
was
stick out
like
to you?
one of
You
the
like
other things
Australia.
I love the unit, like the other new unit, the Horde of Cav,
You
but
do.
it's unique. You can't add any items to it. So any smart player you're gonna be playing against is gonna you can't
Get
give
hit.
him J boots or Jesse's boots, I should say.
J-Boo.
J boo. So always be hindered. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's only nerve 23 for something that's like 360 points. It has to be a typo. It has to be.
Armies are built to kill stuff like that,
It,
and
I, I
I
mean,
don't think we see a lot of cav hordes at tournaments. It's
I
my
don't
first impression.
either, and it makes me very sad because I personally I love the Cav Horde. Like I would love to see it out there. I think it's amazing. Do we have a Cav
Mm,
Horde back?
yeah.
It being
Trent,
unique is really tough.
Trenton
It's
ran one Centaur horde in third edition and has been chasing the high ever
been
since.
chasing it ever since. But yeah, I don't know that I necessarily. So I do think it's bad. Like I agree with you that it is it is going to
Missed.
be extremely hard to use. I disagree with the things are made to kill that because it's 23 nerve, but it's also defense 5. Like it's sticking around and it's fast enough that it's going to be on top of things and fighting before it like gets shot to death. Um,
Yeah. It's certainly not
it's
shot death.
the big problem of it is the cost, and if it's ever hindered, then you're essentially paying 360 points for what is the usual like berserker stat line of 30 attacks on fours, crush one, which isn't
It,
good.
it,
Like
literally deserves boys,
that'll
yeah.
still hurt a bunch of things, but like you're not getting your return on investment with that.
The floor being berserker bullies is actually really cool. I had not thought about it that way, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's what
don't
I was
hero
just looking at because it's crush.
game gen on
Importantly,
that.
it's crush one, thunder two. So
Yeah.
unlike all the other most other heavy cav, it's not just pure thunderous. So
hmm
you don't lose everything on a hinder charge. Um,
Uh,
you know,
I've played. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like the size of it being an orc player myself, like the size of it isn't. as bad as a lot of
Oh,
people think. It's the same size as an orc horde, which you can very. It's not that difficult to keep them from being hindered. Like you can do it. The bigger problem to me is actually the cost of it. It's just you're tying up
360s.
like like a sixth of your army in this thing. Like
More points than
Yeah.
Prim.
Departing Value Town.
right.
It's uh I think I've played a game with this Cav Horde, which is and what happened is I killed something when I charged it, as you would, and then it spent the rest of the game doing reform fights for whatever unit Paul Cravo wanted to feed me, and that was it. Because if you let the Cav Horde go, it goes. Just like however many speed bumps you want to put in front of it is fine. It just kills everything.
Some martyrs, some
I'm
sacrifices.
describing a really good unit, and I think it's bad. So maybe I'm wrong.
It's
Um,
because it's if you spend
yeah,
4 turns of throwing 60-point chaff at it, it didn't make back its points in what it
yeah,
killed, and it also wasn't doing any like mission things. It was stuck fighting a bunch of garbage, which I do think is going to be what happens a lot. Is people are just going to throw garbage at it because you can't. I mean, it
yeah.
has incredible board presence. Like you can't
It's
ignore it.
cool.
It's a limousine rolling out there, and it's going to murder you if
From a
you don't
hobby
address
perspective, it's
it.
going to be awesome.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
to see them. I think we can all agree. It's definitely the most interesting part of the new Basilia book.
Hmm.
We've been talking about it for a while. Is there anything you don't like, Trenton? Anything you're not digging?
Um, no, I
Miss.
don't think so. I like most of the things here. I know one of the things we
I
talked
can
about
add on one.
is the like the things I want to call out that I do like. The
Mhm.
cleanse command I think is
Oh
so
yeah,
good with
you stole mine.
something we'll get to
Oh man,
later, or at least I want to address later. Blizzard is everywhere right now. We are living in the Blizzard Kingdom. Everyone's
Blizzard.
bringing it. It's super good. Things are getting frozen all the time. And to have a 4-up command that can just get rid of that is huge. It means like a lot of times somebody will freeze your unit and go ahead and like they're going to move up to the charge range of that using once it's frozen.
Yep.
And now you've just negated that. So
People
they
build
can't
turrets
take
around.
advantage of that extra board space they're trying to buy with Blizzard, which is huge.
Totally agree. Yeah. Any dislikes or no? You happy?
I have
Yeah,
one
Paul.
more
Go
that I
ahead.
was really hoping for. The Sisterhood Infantry.
You
Back in
want? Oh
third
my
edition,
gosh. Here we go.
they used to have Rampage, 5, whatever. The Hordes had 10. So they had 30 attacks with
Mhm. It
Rampage 10. And they're already in on 4s. So,
was a beautiful unit.
it was amazing.
We're,
And in
we're,
fact, I used to run 2 Hordes every once in a
What's
it's,
while.
stopping them from bringing it back? We have the technology.
We
Rampage
have the
this
tech.
edition is so good.
And it is top notch.
So
Why
good
is it still
to
not
have
there?
Rampage this edition.
I do.
They're putting
I think
Slayer
Rampage is
on
a little.
everything, and Slayer's not as good as it was. You
I
aren't
do
seeing
think.
as many Titans and large infantry units.
Yeah, I do think Rampage is a little overcosted. That's a different conversation.
Yeah,
The
But
unit.
that's
Yeah,
just one
I
thing
think
I'm missing.
Sisterhood. I think. Good segue. I think the biggest losers of the Basilia book are the Sisterhood stuff. There's no chariots. That's sad. The infantry is. If you've ever played with like the Sisterhood infantry nowadays, like with the way shooting is set up, where you're just like concentrating fire, they evaporate.
Defense 3 is brutal.
They
see, I'm an outlier
they
here. I
get
still like the
mowed.
Sisterhood. I think you throw bark skin on them.
Also, I played a game with so the Abbess.
Abbas, yeah.
Also that Abbess is cool. Of the Sisterhood units, the Abbess really good.
And
130
some good
points for a warlord.
synergies as well.
Mm-hmm.
130 for a warlord are brutal. You can put it on a Gur Panther, and it's just like a fantastic piece. 165 for like unit strength 2, flying around the board.
Agreed.
She was incredibly good in the one game I played with her. But the units that she makes core, the sister
Panther
Lancer,
Lancers.
those regiments are awful.
Hot
I
garbage.
They're so bad.
They are bad.
Ghost Rider, no
Yeah.
takey.
The scout troops are okay. But I think in all, like the sisterhood is like feels like an aside. But the rest of the army feels great. I think the biggest other big miss thing I did not like upon learning how to read. At first, I thought Orion was amazing. I was like, this is easy auto take. This guy rocks. Every list put him in there. And then I realized it said damage rolls combat against an enemy hero and not just an enemy. So I thought it was like the Thonar thing, where it's like weakness if you get hit by me on a unit that's like heavy and strong. Cool. Just on a hero, I don't know. 195 for that's a lot.
It's an
Yeah.
elite assassin. That's how I would describe it. An expensive assassin.
That is a
Really
lot,
strange.
and it is
200 points.
it's
Yeah. What's the
195 points, and Thonar gets his ability, and he's 205. So like 10
yeah?
points more, you get a way better ability.
Also, Alanis, Celestus. The Holy Strike ability is like silly. I don't. I think it's more likely to be forgotten than like ever actually used well.
I
I'm
actually
curious
use her
what
as
you're getting into.
a war priest. That's what I use her as.
But no, I think, and like me and Alex have played a few games. Alex has played. I've played against Alex as well. On first glance, the commands seemed fine, and I think they're really good. I think I like them a lot.
I
So I think
guess one more thing I wanted to add was the flying spell command. I should say the command. It's really I enjoy it a lot, but the
yeah,
only targets is infantry and large infantry, and the fastest thing you have that covers that is speed 6. So
Yeah,
12
but
inches, but you can always give that brew of haste to like an ogre palace guard and have them flying around being picked up
even
by a
without
Lohi.
hold
Even
on.
without it,
it
it
is
works.
Can
you
can
jumped
can we
you
talk
jumped in our
about can we talk about that you can do this to the paladin monster slayers and have it
game.
just jump over something, which is nonsense.
It doesn't come up a ton, but like in one of my games, you can just use it to like fly over terrain and go at the double.
hmm
Budget
There's some neat,
Pathfinder.
there's some neat use cases. Budget Pathfinder,
No, that's a good
uh,
call.
Pathfinder on a 5.
Actually, it is because you have the fly
Yeah.
rule, which means you can leave
Uh,
difficult terrain.
Also, the elite charge rule. First of all, it's one sentence. Second of all, it's better than the ogre one.
You mean the
So we'll
elite
talk
that
about the ogre
ogres
one.
don't get anymore?
The stupid like you can have vicious if it's Tuesday and you
Yeah,
haven't
I
given.
know it's
Yeah,
horrible.
we'll talk about it.
Feels bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
on
talk
Taco
about it.
Tuesday,
Feels bad,
everything.
man.
But yeah, Basili's cool. Seeing him on, I think they underwhelmed me when I first read the book, but the
Mhm.
more time that's gone by, I'm more impressed with the book.
Um,
Uh,
have you used the unique spell, the Holy Lance?
The Holy Lance. I I would
why
just rather use Blizzard.
Blizzard?
I would agree. I was just curious. I was curious. That
That'll
seemed to
prove
be
that.
the
The
consensus
issue
on it.
is
Is Blizzard is just too good. There's no
If you're
reason to
taking
take
a
this.
shooting like battery and you have 2 war priests, then the second with Holy Lance would probably be cool. It's not a bad spell by any means. It's
well,
just
it's
I
it
could see
exists.
that. Yeah.
you get 9 like so within 12 inches you get 9 dice.
hmm
And let me bring
hmm
up the full thing right now. So
For
Just off the
targets,
top of
I
your head,
have it up.
one.
If
up
you want me to read it.
You don't have to be
Um,
you
accurate.
can sure go ahead.
A little.
so it's piercing 1 and shattering 1. For targets up to 12 inches, this spell rolls 9 dice. Up to 24 inches, it rolls 7 dice. And over 24 inches, it rolls 5 dice. So you get more dice as you get closer to whatever you're targeting.
The issue I have with that is
hmm
maybe not an issue, but I would rather just take Alchemist Curse for
Or
close
Blizzard.
range,
hmm
and I would rather use Blizzard for long range.
Yeah.
I'll stick up for Holy Lance though. It is not a magic missile.
That's
It's
Yep.
always on 4s. It is always on
yeah,
4s.
that's a double-edged sword there though.
Oh yeah,
So it's always on force, which means okay, you don't care about cover. That's cool. Also
yeah,
means you can't get that sweet. I'm gonna hit you on threes like you can with Blizzard.
yeah.
It's a give or take. It's a give or take.
Mm-hmm.
I think Blizzard beats it, but I think if you already have Blizzard and like the War Priest inspires, you could take 2 of them.
I think that's a good point. I can see
Yeah,
that.
I always
like
take the War Priest.
And you do have
Always too.
cannons. Like there's a decent shooting list I think here in Basilia. if you really wanted to
Just
go
two
down that
cannons
path.
and Blizzard is a decent shooting list in Basilia.
Yeah.
Alex, tell them what happened. Tell them what you did to me.
Uh,
And then
so
we'll
I
move
was shooting some Naiad heart piercers, and they were in cover in a forest, we'll say. And I rolled all fives for all the dice, and like almost did maximum hits. It
Yeah.
was a
Two and a
extraordinary
Blizzard
roll.
on
And
5
Blizzard.
did 19 wounds to a regiment in the woods.
It's a lot.
So I mean, it's obviously a fluke.
Easiest game of my life.
No skill. But yeah, I like Basilia.
Better
Alex,
lucky than good.
if you gave it like a general like idea or thumbs up or review, 5 stars.
I give it a thumbs up overall. It's better than what it was. That's for sure.
Can't get
Basilia
worse.
before was really
They're
difficult it was kind of hard to play.
Yeah, they're in a fun spot. Trenton, you like it?
Yeah, I do. I think there's some fun things here. Like you said, I the biggest thing I don't like in it, I guess if we're gonna say one thing I don't like, is I don't like that the Paladin Monster Slayers are unique. I'd prefer if they were like a bracket 1, so that you could give them something. Same for the Order of the Abyssal Hunt. Not being able to give things items hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I did not know that they were. I've only referred to it as Cav Horde, and I didn't actually like know the name. Yeah, I think they're good. I agree with the unique thing, like especially from like a grass is greener perspective. Like Abyssal Guard got no U restrictions on them. Just take whatever you want, however you want, and they're serious.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them soon. So like to spoil the party for Paladin Monster Slayers is a little sad. Let Alex take 2. He'll paint them up in a week. I don't know.
Maybe a few days.
I mean, if somebody
Yeah,
wants to be a
that's
psychopath and take 2 hordes of them
Yeah,
and
or like 2
2300
hordes of
lists,
Cav.
then like
Cool.
let's go. Let's party.
Yeah,
That's
enjoy
a game.
your 720 points of unit.
That game's over by turn 3.
Yeah. All right, cool. What army you guys want to go to next?
I'm thinking ogres because Trenton's he's really I don't know.
Yeah, we
Take
can
us
talk
off.
about
With
ogres.
them.
Take us off.
Yeah, ogres. There wasn't a. Well, I guess I won't say that. The ogres themselves didn't change too much. The goblins got a huge rework in this, and I'm not sure how I feel about the goblin rework. So what happened was there used to be multiple red goblin units.
All kinds of flavors.
You had spears, brabble, spitters, all of those things, and they've all been condensed into just one single unit called red goblins that got essentially all of the rules of everything. So they have phalanx and they have short bows, which is neat, but also they cost 100 points now, which I don't really want to pay that for goblins. It's about 20 points more, so it's not a huge increase, but I mean, it's enough. But
it's like putting garbage on garbage.
It's, like, it's one of those things, like, I'm paying for phalanx, and I mean, I'd rather not.
Yeah. Were there any goblin changes that you think are superb?
Yes. So, and this is one that so the Red Goblin Bigot moved from being a champion into support.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a change when I first saw it. It was a head scratcher for me. Like, I didn't get it. I'm like, this makes me want to take this thing even less because I'm using a support slot for it. But the more I've looked at this and, talked with Sam and played a couple games about this, like, the Red Goblin Bigot in support is phenomenal.
On a flea bag?
Put it on a flea bag, and you now have a speed 10 omnidirectional piece of chaff that you can just throw at things.
Also 10 points cheaper.
Yeah.
And he's yielding?
He's not yielding. That's why.
He's chaff.
He's not
real
yielding.
chaff.
No, this is why this thing is so good. Like, I don't care about any other rules this thing has other than it's speed 10 and it's not yielding.
Yep. How many points is it?
95.
It's 95 points on a flea bag.
Yeah. That's my biggest winner of the army.
Right? I mean, the utility of that thing's great. And you take an Ogre Warlock, you can throw a Host Shadow Beast on it. There's good stuff there. One of the things I didn't like,
There
The
you go.
Ogre Warlock no longer comes with Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
It went
And
away.
it lost the plus rule for lightning bolt too. Like you can't even take the boomstick on it
You
and do
can't, yeah, you can't take Lightning Bolt at all other than the boomstick, and you don't get Power to Planes doesn't help with that
I
yeah.
did
at all.
not notice that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a pretty big nerf for the warlock.
It's a pretty big like I mean, I don't know if it was flavor, but that was like a thing that in third edition, that's what Warlock or what Ogre Warlocks did. It's like you took them to cast Lightning Bolt.
Mhm.
That was a big thing, and that was a huge way of playing ogres with the shooting battery of warlocks.
Mhm.
And you take Namagaric as well, who oddly Namagaric gets to keep
Not
Lightning
good.
Bolt.
It's fine. You guys can keep Namagaric. I don't I don't
Right.
think much of them. Yeah.
So that was kind of bad. The other big change that we got, you can now take warriors as a horde. You got to take the warlord to do it, but you can take a horde of ogre warriors,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal.
Older players that have been around for a while are a little less appeased that they don't have 36 attacks like they used to.
Yeah,
They have 30
they had
attacks.
36 last edition, but
They're
they
cheap.
were I'm pretty sure they were more expensive that way
They
too.
were.
Um,
So 275 for the horde, with 30 attacks and nerf 25.
Hitting
And
on
also you
threes,
have
and you
weapons.
can make
Yeah,
him crush too. He's
Columbus
like
likes to crush too.
it's an upgrade to make him crush too. At 25 nerve, defense 4, it's not a huge like that's a trade that I'll make. That thing's a
Every
lawnmower. It'll go kill everything.
oh,
Like
it's good.
The
it's good. It's
beef
speed
of that
6.
unit.
Like and
Yeah, wait,
it's
yeah,
still
you can
brutal.
take all those and they're not unique.
Right.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I mean they don't have the Slayer, so they're not quite as good.
They only have 30 attacks instead. Uh,
The Basilian order against ogres is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That one is awesome.
they're still good.
I was just thinking about that. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll say the biggest miss for me in this army is the spell is awful.
The spell's not good.
The
What is the
spell is
spell?
unusually bad, I think.
Uh
Sandstorm.
the spell
Instead of causing damage,
is
any hits are scored until the end of the next turn. The target unit re-rolls any natural to hit rolls of 6 for both ranged and combat attacks. The second result stands.
yep.
I did a
You
bunch of math on this. If you cast this on like a Frostfang horde with sharpness, you save yourself maybe a wound.
you're better off just casting weakness.
Yeah, it is. And
Like
it's only 2 dice, so like you could miss it pretty easily too.
right, like just take
Um,
weakness.
it's bad.
Weakness has
You
a
can't
longer
take weakness
range.
in
It's
Arcane
more
Library.
reliable as far as saving you wounds.
You can't take weakness in Ogre Army.
There's no weakness.
No, it's not Arcane Library.
Eh.
But Scorched Earth would clear that in a
Scorched Earth
heartbeat.
anyway. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. Scorched Earth
Um,
works better.
I think that miss. I think. Well, I'll say that the spell, but as far as like units go that were misses, is the woolly ones, the hairy, like the big deal and
Yeah.
the man. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah. The mammoth. I mean, the mammoth was unchanged, but they brought back the big deal, which I ran ogres last edition. The big deal was an auto include for me. Love the big deal. I'm so sad about what the big deal is here. It's not a big
I
deal.
think
It's a whimper. It's this thing's it's not good.
A
It's
it's
not
mild
good.
inconvenience, if you
Like
will.
they one, it got a bigger base.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure why, but here you go. Have a bigger base.
Purposes, I guess. I don't think they released a new mammoth, did they?
No, they haven't released an updated model or anything. I don't think they had a mammoth model.
No, I don't
Strange.
think so either.
No, so I don't know why we got a bigger base for the big deal and the mammoth.
Beats me.
But it's 320 points for this thing, and it's a warlord. So you don't get to take if you take the big deal, you don't get to take a warlord, which means you can't take
It's very
warrior
hard to describe that you're
hordes.
talking about the warlord, to describe.
Right, but you
Yeah,
so if you take the big deal, you can't take him, so you can't take warrior hordes. You
yep. And you
can't
can't
take
take Grok.
Grakagamic,
Yep.
who's also really good.
Can't do specialist siege breakers.
Can't do
You can't do
specialist siege breakers. I can't
the
take
warlord on chariot makes chariot's core, and I think the
right,
warlord on chariot is just good. I like him a lot.
right.
So there's just a lot of competition, is what you're saying.
The
There's
warlords are cool, except for the big deal. All the other ones are really
yeah,
good.
all the other ones are really good, and you can make a fantastic list with them. The big deal, there's the cost of it is astronomical, and then the
Mhm.
opportunity cost of not being able to take one of these far better
Yeah,
warlords. Like it's a
I think
really tough sell.
I do pat on the back for ogres. I think they have some of the best internal balance in the game as far as armies go.
I would
There's
agree.
5 warlords here I love. There's like 5 champions here I like a
I would
lot.
agree. Yeah.
They have core options that are all
The
interesting.
paymaster upgrade. We didn't talk about that. Doc
Oh,
as
Doc
the
is auto.
paymaster upgrade is it's an auto
Doc is
take for
auto.
me. I can just
150
point.
for +2 nerve somewhere.
I can just
Insane.
point at a unit within 6 inches of me and give him +2 nerve. That's huge.
I texted Trenton about this the other day. You can get a nerve 30 warrior horde by taking the staying stone, giving it the dock ability, having rallying on it, and then casting bastion on it. So that'll bump it up by 4 points from where it was at nerve 26 with the staying stones of 5 points.
Yep.
Um, you don't need chat for that.
Nope.
You won't need it.
You just run it at
Um,
things. Um.
yeah, Goblin Bigot, I agree with Trenton, is the biggest win here, and the biggest
mhm,
loss here is Mammoth ideas.
Yeah, it's a big
Um,
deal. I don't think the mammoth was changed at all. But you already weren't taking the mammoth, and then
yeah,
they made a more expensive mammoth that like.
yeah.
What even is the difference between the mammoth and the big deal?
Crush 3 Thunder 1 instead of Crush 2 Thunder
And
2.
Thunder 2. That's horrible.
And the big
It
deal is
gets
actually
slower.
slow.
It gets
Yeah,
slower. It's
big
weighed
deal's
down.
slow.
It's weighed down by the expectations of everyone because it's a big deal.
The call to action bears its soul.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the other big thing. Is like that's why you took the big deal
was called greatness.
was the call to greatness, and you don't
Yeah.
get that. I get the cast orders, which okay.
What do you think of the orders, Trenton? What do
Um,
you?
I'm not
Yeah,
a.
I yeah.
So they took away the elite order, which I really don't like. Like Ogre's thing has been elite. You had the
Crocodiles.
Crocodogs last edition. We had the elite order to start this edition, and now
hmm
it's just gone. And we have what is essentially you can get vicious, but it's like a paragraph long to the hoops you have to go through to get vicious on your unit, and it's a 5-up.
Yeah.
Right? And like I don't know why, and I have the same question on the Basilia one, where they're essentially the same, just Basilias for elite and ogres are for vicious. That you have to be charging. The way this is
Mhm.
worded, it says it has to be unengaged or have received a charge order, which I have no idea why he would give vicious to a unit
How would
that's not
you?
charging.
An
Like,
unengaged unit not charging is getting vicious combat.
I don't know what the point of that is because it
Yeah.
is only vicious combat, so you can't give them vicious and like shooting.
Yeah.
And then the neat thing, and I guess this is a lore tidbit, is if a goblin unit is engaged with the unit that you're trying to give this to, you get it on a 4-up, which I like that. That makes sense.
Cool.
That's flavorful. I get it. I would like it more if just having a goblin trait gave it a 4-up. That'd be
hmm
nicer because
That'd be cool. What are they
that,
gonna do?
that's easier, and also they're bad, so
Yeah.
that's fine. So that one's kind of a letdown. The smoke bombs are the same as they were. That's our
Good.
stash. The +1 unit strength is interesting, and I
Yeah.
haven't quite found a real use for it yet. I've thought about it, and it's factored into like things I'm trying to do in games. The Goblin Explosives is just great.
Yeah.
That's
That's good.
fantastic. Like here,
Yeah.
have some exploding sixes on your damage rolls for shooting. That's
They took Green Rage out
Can't
and
wait.
gave it to you on a gun in Ogres.
yeah, right.
That's
But
insane.
it does make me want to I'm a sucker for shooters. It makes me want to try them again.
You're stuck. You'll never escape it.
It's a loop.
God.
And the marching orders, I actually haven't had a use for this one yet, but I do think it's really
Yeah.
neat that you can have an extra pivot when you move out to double. Like I think that's super
My
neat. It just hasn't come up yet, but I think when it does, it can be like absolutely game breaking
I bet
potentially.
I bet it's one of those things you have to like teach yourself how to use during the round instead
Yeah.
of because you're so used to just like normal play where you could
Mm-hmm.
like never even think about it until you've charged something and you're like, I could have ran behind you instead or something.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
question is for the unit gaining. So that's our stash. +1 unit strength until the end of its next turn.
The start of
Can you
its
do
next
that?
turn.
Start of its next turn.
Mhm.
Can you use that on like turn 6 or turn
Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
And that okay, yeah.
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 No, I
And
mean
then
it could
yeah,
totally win you a game on a 4-up.
and it'll go away when you start your next game of Kings of War. Uh,
Dang it.
No, that's a different warrior horde that I brought last time. They still have it.
yeah, I think it's a good command. Drennan used it, almost used it effectively to burn a token on Salt the Earth against me.
But yeah, I
So
still
like
couldn't.
really, it really gets the math all wonky. I think these are gonna require a little bit more play to get
Mm-hmm.
use out of.
Yep.
I think my impression of it is like the opposite of Basilia, where it's like I thought these were insane on launch, and then like the more time that's passed, like yeah, these are good, these work, they do
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Yep.
It's like less in practice than more on paper, as opposed to the opposite for Basilia.
Mm-hmm. I think I would agree. Like I thought the marching orders would be completely busted, and like I said, I haven't had a real use case for it yet.
Or we're bad. We
I
could be
think
bad.
that's the more logical
Could be
answer.
it. Always valid.
All signs are pointing to it. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Are we any more thoughts on ogres? Are we happy? I
We're
like them.
happy.
They're in
No,
a fun
I'm
spot.
happy. I'm happy with ogres. I think ogres are they're in a good spot. I don't think they're
They were
busted.
already strong.
They were
Like they were
already
already pretty
strong.
good.
I think they're still strong. I don't think they're like broken by any
No.
means. They're not like
No.
world beaters, but they have a lot of play, and I think they're
I
fun.
think we'll see some.
It's
I think
not overpowered.
ogres winning GTS. With this, like I'm not saying like oh they're busted. We need to call somebody, but like this is a GT winning
Yeah,
army.
no, it's a faction that can win GTS for
So
sure.
many tools, so many strong units, big blocks of nerve,
Oh yeah,
everything you could want.
yep.
Fast chaff. Yeah,
Lots of
I love it.
answers.
And I think there's going to be a lot of different lists too. Like even at the competitive level,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be tons of different ideas for like what works and what doesn't.
I agree. Like even just within our
I think
community, like I really like Berserker Braves, and I know others are just like, no, they're gonna bring
even names
bullies because bullies are great, but
are good.
they're not bringing a Berserker Braves that the bullies unlock as core. So
Uh, the Boomer Chariots are in a spot that needs to be explored. They're very different now. They're very interesting.
having
Mark my words.
15 ranged attacks on
Fours
a fast platform, and they shoot on fours
with the Goblin explosives.
with the Goblin
They could.
explosives is interesting. It's interesting, and
Yeah.
they're actually cheaper than a regiment of boomers.
Yep. They're more damage efficient too. They're really interesting. Yeah. All right. What's next? So
Do we want to do
if
nature?
if we do nature, we're gonna be like, oh, we're running out of time for the video because we're gonna be.
All right,
Uh,
you want to hop to Abyss first?
Let's do
let's
Abyss
do
first.
Abyss. Let's do Abyss, and then we can figure out how much time left we have to yak. I'll start. Is that cool?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean you went third place in Masters.
All right. That's not what just happened. You started the one, Trent started the other. I'm playing Abyss in my next two tournaments.
I'm gonna say you've got some Abyss games under your
'Cause
belt
I'm a
too.
noted power gamer. It's not because I was making a terrible army and then I made oh man. I made this army when I printed these models when it was trash, when it was garbage.
It was garbage.
And it might still be garbage. Okay, I'll do biggest loser of the Abyss army is I think it's gonna be Hellhounds. They are still Hellhounds, which is fine. They're fun and they burn bright and they die. Um, but like the way oh wait, no, Nagari. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was
Nagari are
gonna
awesome.
say, why are you
What
sitting over
happened
here
to Nagari?
yelling
They
at the
didn't change it.
Hellhounds when Nagari exists?
So two units that were unchanged, and I think also my point of this is like the play style looks to have changed drastically for what works for Abyss.
I'd agree.
Matt Temple was having success with the alpha, like here's 5 Hellhounds and a headache, basically.
Hmm.
And now they've given them so many tools to just like survive and grind and just beat the brakes off of you in prolonged combat. And Nagari and Hellhounds and the other units that are like unchanged don't fit in that plan quite as easily. They don't have regen, so they're not getting that +1 regen. Like they're not synergizing with the rest of the army very well. That's my biggest loser. Biggest winner is a slam dunk, right? Big horde,
Yeah,
defense
the
5,
Abyss
big horde,
Yeah,
Abyssal
kill
Guard.
everything,
the
don't
Abyssal
die.
Guard.
I saw Nate Glauke brought up Brute of Strength on one of them.
It's over.
Evil. Succubi are also fantastic. They got regen, so
I thought like Succubi were always really good.
yeah, they got better.
Yep,
Haha.
they got better, and the Fleshnet command is so good, so good. You're going from
Uh,
regen 5, which is good, to regen 4 on a lot of these things on a 4 up. Oof.
yeah. So, like, if you think about
Oof.
that from a heal perspective, like a common command is the heal on a 4 up, right? If you got 2 dice on a 4 up, you heal 1. If that command, if you have 3 or more damage on you and you do that command to go from regen 5 to regen 4,
Mm-hmm.
It's value.
it's value immediately. So anything beyond that is more value.
Yep.
It's a phenomenal command, and that's not like it's like the third best command in the army.
Yeah.
What's the best?
Trenton, tell us. What is the best?
So the command they got here, the ultimate betrayal, I think is the one we're talking about here, because this command is hilarious. And what it does is, if you attack this
Hmm.
unit, you
Hmm.
get the melee. You get the number of
The
you get the melee
melee
stat
skill.
and the crushing
Yeah.
strength values of that unit. So when you
Yep.
go fight those lower abyssals
With a
with
great axe
your
horde.
great axe horde, it is now hitting on 5s with crush nothing.
Yep.
Have
It is
fun.
noted.
Enjoy.
It is worth noting that Thunderous Charge is not affected by this in any way.
That is
Um.
true, but you're still
So
getting the melee value of it is.
melee value is lower
Woof.
abyssals just game like the anvil to beat all anvils if you can get this off. But even like other things like Hellhounds on 4s, no crush, might live. Who knows?
Succubi.
Yeah.
100 points for the lower
Succubi, yeah,
Abyssals.
their melee value is 3, but guess what? They ensnare.
Yeah.
So you're to a
Oops.
4, and you have no. If you had crushing strength, now you don't, which
It's
doesn't
a great
really
command.
matter because they're only defense 3, but still,
Yeah.
like
The other command that is
these things are a
just
nightmare.
that command is crazy. There's ways to skirt it. Like if you multi-charge a unit with this command, you get to
Yep.
like the charger gets to choose what unit gets betrayed.
Yeah.
So you can like our buddy Rob like said he charged a wizard into a combat. It was like
Mm-hmm.
fine, the wizard hits on 5 still, it doesn't matter. To like sneak around it, which is cool. It's
Yeah.
neat. But
There's ways
it is
around it.
I think that is a boogeyman of a command. For as much like crying and hand wringing that was done about Green Rage and Strider,
Mm-hmm.
this immediately concerns me as
But
like the
yeah.
I can't believe they did that thingy.
But wait,
The
we're not done.
second
They have
command
another command, the Blessing of the
is
Dark
Elite and
Gods.
Vicious. You get Elite and Vicious
You
on the
get elite and
charge.
vicious. You take some damage on the way out, but
Who cares?
who
Just
cares? Like
kill,
this is where
kill stuff.
I don't think Hellhounds are quite as bad
You're right.
as you were
Nagara are
saying.
terrible. Yeah,
Nagari are
Nagara
still
are terrible.
terrible. They're garbage. Can't save them. Great
You're
models,
right.
horrible unit. And Hellhounds are like the perfect thing to give this to. Like
Yeah, Burn Bright.
they're a missile anyway. Like you were firing that thing off in one direction and hoping for the best. It was never making the return trip. So who cares? Oh no, it has 5 more damage on it. It was dead after this turn anyway.
Didn't matter. Changed nothing about my plans.
Nope. You fire it off and
Elite
there's chance it just drops a bunch of wounds on something.
in a lot of instances, many of them, the Elite and Vicious combo is better than what regular Green Rage used to do.
Mm-hmm.
It is a superb command. It's
Right.
very good.
But then The other thing,
Do you have any losers, Trenton?
what's
Sorry,
that?
yeah, sorry. Do you have any losers or like anything that you think is a miss?
Um,
Sorry, the
tortured,
commands are amazing.
tortured souls, lost fly.
Got Strider. They're weird. They're in a
They
weird
got
spot.
Strider. It's weird. They're just
They're
really
slow.
different. Um,
That's a good point.
that
I always
one.
thought of them like phantoms. That's what I always thought of. Night Stalker phantoms.
Yeah,
You ever
that
seen
was.
a Tortured Soul model?
Yeah,
It's a human.
the
It's like a guy.
yeah the
Dude,
stat line finally matches the model,
Yeah.
but they've
Uh,
flown for 2 editions at least now. So
yeah. Alex, you
weird
got any
that they don't anymore.
highs and lows for Abyss on
I
first glance?
so highs, just the commands in general. The spell as well is really
Let's
good.
say I wanted to
Yeah.
make
The
sure
Great.
we brought
spell
up
is
the
something
spell.
we have to bring that up.
Do
Well,
it.
they
So
have 2 spells to be clear.
Yeah. Talk about both, man. They're so good.
So the Dark Pit is one of my favorites, and I
It's
think it'll
crazy.
be problematic for I don't know a lot of armies. So essentially, if any hits are scored, place a 40 mm round marker on the table anywhere within 12 inches of the caster and clear of any units.
Doesn't
It
need line
may
of
be
sight.
placed in terrain. While the Dark Pit marker is in play, it has the Dread and Cloak of Death special rules.
So good.
This does affect things in combat as well. So if you need that little extra bump after your Vicious and Elite command, it is right there.
It's so good. This is it.
Doesn't need line of sight. Drops nerve effectively by 2 in a radius.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Oh.
Insane. Take it. It is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and
Uh,
take
yeah.
that spell every time.
And it's cheaper than the Holy Lance for Basilia
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
30
by
points.
10 points.
30
By
points is
10
nice.
po-
The other one is Whispers of Wickedness. It's you cast it on a command unit, and if any unit issuing you cast it on a unit, and next turn, if the opponent tries to cast a command onto that unit, they have a -1 to cast on it to hit the command. So if they're trying to hit, for
a 5-up
example, the
Strider.
5-up Strider,
I could see this being
up
very situationally effective.
W rage bait, that was insane. Yeah, it would be on a 6-up. So there's no saving it, and then there's no excuses when I beat you, Alex. Now what? Alex just beat me so bad last week.
Cannons are coming for you.
Uh, yeah, the spells are fantastic. Any losers, Alex? Anything you're not like?
Losers, I'm not incredibly I know the Abyss. I'm not phenomenally well versed in everything now.
Yeah, first
I
glance.
like
This is the episode where
losers.
we get to be wrong about everything, but loudly.
Mhm.
It's
I
exciting.
honestly, there are no losers because it was so bad before that it's just gotten infinitely better.
It's a fantastic point.
So we ways
I
up.
And somehow Nagari lost.
I mean, Nagari's bad.
bad.
Nagari's not that good.
They're bad.
Yeah,
But we've
You're right,
all
though.
we've all said it's the loser here.
yeah.
It hasn't changed.
I'll be creative. I'll add one more loser. They lost, and I think this is going to end up being really important in competitive play. They lost their +1 shooting defense command.
That's
That
true.
I did. That is true.
That's
And the
true.
army, the thing that beats the army is shooting, pretty handily.
Agreed.
It is a monster in melee. What they've made there is a nightmare to punch. And the thing that was bad for Abyss even before the book was shooting, and then they got rid of the shooting defense command. So this feels like they might have made a rock paper scissors game.
Yeah. Well, to be clear, I think to
Mhm.
put a finer point on it, they're susceptible to targeted shooting. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to melt this one unit. You can't with all of the regen and everything and the
Yeah.
other ways they can heal. Plink
Mhm.
shooting is useless against them. Like that unit will have no wounds by the time it gets to you.
No
You're
headstrong
just
or fearless.
wasting your
No
clock.
headstrong or fearless in the army.
What's that? No
Just
head.
just
Yeah, no head
stronger
stronger
field.
fear. That's what I'm saying. Like you got to put enough shots into it. Like you got to
But
focus. You got to focus that shooting and get the job done.
so like 2 Commandons wavers a Hellhound, and you bring 4 Commandons.
Yeah. No,
That's yeah.
I understand, and like Hellhounds
I,
specifically don't have the regen or anything, but like
yeah.
it's a specific type of shooting, which is in reality the shooting we're seeing is the focus shooting that happens everywhere. Like people just have
Yeah.
masked batteries,
Get
and
rid
they're
of
just
four-
like,
four-
I would like to
Yeah.
delete this unit today.
I would like to do 15 wounds right now.
Yeah.
Take that
Um,
mod, take that unit
yeah,
off the board.
I think Abyss have a uniquely difficult matchup into shooting that those players will have to figure out.
Yeah.
But I also think that Abyss have become one of the gatekeeper armies in the game with like the way they're set up now. It's like if you go to a tournament and you don't bring an army that can like beat Abyss,
Yeah. It
Like
feels
a
that
stat
way.
check.
It feels
yeah,
that way. Um,
we
yeah,
don't know.
they have a lot of good tools now. I think they're in a much better place than they were.
Cool. Oh boy,
All right,
nature.
let's do it. Sam, you got to do this one. We're going
This
All
is my
right,
forces
favorite
of
army.
nature, baby.
this
You're
is my
our nature
favorite.
boy, Ric
Get
Flair.
Alex out of here right now. He's just gonna be seeing the whole time. All right. Yeah, it looks fine. All right. Now what? What do you guys want to talk about?
What's your biggest winner, Sam?
Fucking
All right, let me
hell, I
pull
don't
it up.
even know.
The biggest
It's
winner. So, okay,
the overrun command.
is this how you guys felt talking about your armies? We were like, man, I could talk about this for an hour. Like, I could just be like, hey, they
No,
changed this
go
thing.
for
I'm
it.
excited.
Making
Um,
content, baby.
man, the biggest winner is like there's so many new things that are really cool. Where it's like, man, I get to make a model for this, or like I get to print out a totem.
Will Daddy?
Figure out what this is. I can paint a primal core so it can sit on my shelf. Um, I can do all kinds of stuff. So there's like from it's a double-edged sword. From a hobby perspective, they've done a lot of things that I think are very anti-player. They've removed Longhorns, they've removed Hunters of the Wild. Um, and I know before you say they were Grimbrocks, which we'll talk about, they removed a core unit from the game.
Yep.
It was a core unit that people were using to unlock units in their army and play
Yep.
with them, and they removed it.
Yeah, I think their
Um,
intent was
they removed, yeah,
Longhorns became Grimbrocks, and I think Hunters of the Wild became
yes.
Tribal Hunters. But yeah,
Hunters of the Wild
it's
were heavy infantry. They just got removed fully. They
oh, they're
don't
just
exist.
completely gone. Okay, that's right. They were heavy infantry. All right, sorry.
Um,
Continue.
so the they removed a core unit from the game, which is not cool. They moved earth elementals and water elementals to specialists, which were core units, which is not cool. I know that you can take a Glade Walker. That is not that even from a game theory perspective, like you are removing something from someone and making them earn it back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like mentally, that is not cool.
Mm-hmm.
That has a negative effect on people. Is what it is. Um, Not great. Some decisions not great, but like a lot of the stuff beyond the anti hobby thing is like whinging for the sake of like I wanted it this way, and I don't think I want to do that on the video because that's just an opinion. That's something you can post on Fanatics and get banned for in a
Sure.
long crazy manifesto. So I'm not going to do that. I think I do want to point out like some of the changes they made were like not cool for people who have armies.
I
And like fielding the army difficult.
yep.
Uh,
I would agree. Like it feels like last edition you had nature and you had herd, and there was
yep.
some crossover between them.
Hmm.
But they were separate armies. And in this edition, herd got folded into nature,
Yep.
and now nature is being like morphed into herd. Like if you
Yeah.
look at
There are
the
3 bird units and 1 core elemental unit right now.
you look at those core units, the only thing
Hmm.
in there that says nature to me is like forest
Trees.
shamblers.
Yep.
Right? That's
Um,
it.
it,
Order to
it's
Thorn
turned
and
it's
Nature's
turned into
Knights
like
don't count. They're both zero. So you got to take something
yeah.
else to take them.
And
Like,
yeah, and yeah, it's turned into the side army that was like, hey, if you take this hero, you get this part of the army that's cool and like a little side thingy.
mm-hmm.
Which is like pretty antithetical to what I thought they were. I'm sure the lore is changing it, but like
Yeah.
I got into Kings of War because I wanted to play with cool elementals and like run around and be silly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the army that I signed up for. I can still do it. If you plan on like commenting on this video or messaging me that like, hey, you can still take the stuff you took, if you do these things or like spin around in a circle or press these buttons correctly, I know. I fully understand that I can still run most of my army, but like they have made it a requirement to do like for certain things. You've lost a lot of
Yeah,
flexibility.
you're locked into certain list building choices from
And again,
the get
that
go.
would mean that would mean so little to me and not bother me even slightly if it was the start of the edition. Um, I painted and did a bunch of stuff to update my army from third edition to fourth when fourth came out.
Mm-hmm.
And even from those changes, I am affected pretty negatively from a hobby standpoint for the new army.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
can be very disheartening.
Yeah,
so
Very
you don't have
disheartening.
to whine about this. You don't have to be the one whining about this. Like I
put like
will.
3 more minutes on the whining, and then we can like keep having fun talking
I
about
will
things.
say here's the reality of what happened to you with your army from third
Mhm,
edition to where we are now in fourth edition. In third
mhm.
edition, you could run salamanders
Yep.
and trident realms
You could run Naiad
units.
Ensnarers, Naiad Heart Piercers, and Naiad Worm Riders. I
And you
had
could
all of
run
them.
salamander primes.
Hmm.
I forget what other salamander things you could run. Right?
Yeah.
You could take those in your elemental army. Come fourth
Yep.
edition, you can't run any of those things.
All gone. Yep.
Suddenly they're all gone. So now you got to fill
Don't
out
forget
the army
the
with other things.
don't forget the Pegasus, the Unicorn, the Hydra.
Hydra's gone.
All
Beast of Nature got nerfed to hell.
gone.
Right?
Yep.
So
Pour one out for
you're
the
like, okay,
beast of nature.
let me build up an army that works now in fourth edition.
I'd
You
start
do
over.
so.
Yep.
And then they come in and they're like 6 months later, they're like, all right, you can't run any of that stuff. You got to change it all again. It's like it is shitty. Like if you were gonna do all of this, why did you not
Wait.
do it at the edition change? That's
Yeah.
the part I don't get.
I painted Longhorns for the edition.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a core unit. I'm going to paint it, and now I have one less core unit, and I spent time painting a unit.
Yep.
Um, and they changed the base size on Guardian Brutes as well, which is like another hobby thing where I'm like, all right, I got to take these off a base and put them on a new base with like my texture and all the
Everyone's gonna
stuff. And
yeah, but I mean, how many people are just gonna take it and just glue or just set the base on top of the larger base because they
yeah,
don't want to
and how many
rebase
people are
it?
that gonna bother, right? Like it's gonna be like there were 8 people at running nature this weekend that we all got to commiserate about. Like, hey, can't wait to rebase the 75 Guardian Brutes that are at the event. Uh, all right, 3 minutes are up. I'm gonna say exciting things now. I'm done with this.
Okay.
There's some anti-player things, and that's fine. The actual balance part, I will not be irritated about, even if
What
there's some
about
things.
Stampede? You could talk about that. That was exciting.
Commands are cool. There's some super new stuff. Centaurs are core. That rocks. I have some centaurs collecting dust in my basement. I might paint so that they can remove them in the next book.
Man, I hope they become a
Tribal
horde
hunters.
soon. Still chasing
Tribal
that
hunters are
centaur
cool.
horde high.
Tribal hunters are new. They're stealthy and defense 4, which is really strange for like one of those scout units.
That's a really good
I think
stat
they're
line.
really good. I like them a lot. I think they're awesome. Spirit walkers came back. Sure. I never like of all the units for
Who
me.
had that on their bingo card?
I'm
Not
shedding
me.
units left and right. I'm losing thousands of points of units, and they're like, "Do you remember Spirit Walkers?" Sure.
You got
They're
some of
super
those laying
interesting.
around somewhere.
I do.
They're not
I was like,
core
"Oh
though.
my god!" Um, and they're also 115 points for a troop, which is a unique thing in nature. That's the cheapest specialist unit you can get.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's new. That's exciting.
Is that
Grimbrocks are
the?
insane. That's a new type of unit. It's a like speed 5, Thunder 3 like cav unit effectively. So it's a speed 5 cav unit
Yeah,
with brutal 2.
yeah.
It's
And
the
I
highest
just saw
character
they have
brutal 3.
retaliate,
Yeah, which is mildly
which
useful for them.
Actually useful.
this thing could actually live potentially. You
Yeah.
know, if it's charged by 2 hindered
Uh
troops or something.
yeah, air elementals are unchanged, which is insane. Um
That's a win right there.
I'm sure If I
That's
win
the
one of
win.
GT or another person goes to Masters and does something crazy with air elementals, I'm sure they're getting put on a new base or something for next edition.
Monster. Monstrous infantry.
uh, they're unchanged, which is a boon. That's a strong unit. I think that needed adjusted. That was too strong and still is.
I would agree. And it's not
Primal
and
Chorus is awful. Primal Chorus is funny and stupid.
yeah,
And so it's an amalgamation of all of the elementals, and it has like a little bit of keywords of all the elementals. But like we played this with Trenton on UB, and it was like it's missing the keywords I want. Like I wish it had fly, and I wish it had scout. Like I was like I want the. I don't care if it's crush one and it has vicious. Like I'm like all right, cool. It's got 12 attacks. I think I think this
oh,
unit was the
you
biggest miss
never used its primal scream
because
surge.
because eh, you get 3 attacks or like 5. What do you get?
Yep, it can
Whatever.
surge it.
Can surge into itself.
It can surge itself.
It is a self-driving train. It's fine. It's 12 attacks. If it was the elemental like 16, it'd be really interesting. I
Yeah,
think that is the
yeah.
biggest miss of the
But
army.
can,
Um,
can we talk about let's just quickly go over the special rules list that it has.
Go ahead.
Brutal
List.
1, Crush 1, Fearless, Leaper, Regen 5, Shambling, Vicious, and then the Primal Scream. Like, and the thing
Yeah,
is, you're paying for all of those. So it's a 12 attack unit that costs 215 points.
it's weird. I think they missed. I think they were a little too conservative with what they wanted to do with it, and it ended up being
Yeah,
a pretty mediocre support unit.
I would agree.
It's interesting. The idea is there. If they like bumped up the
Yeah.
attacks, obviously paid the points for it. I like it'd be a new space where it's like, oh, here's a 240 point abomination that might do something cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Um,
it's a hard thing to take when Guardian Brutes are sitting right there at 210 points.
Guardian Brutes are changed. They got a not a facelift, whatever the opposite is, but
They got like a
they were undercosted before this, so it's fine. I don't care. They do have
Horizontal
their own.
yeah,
movement.
I think it's like a
They have
side
their
grid
own.
for them.
They have their own data sheet. No, they were. I think Brutes were too
Well,
good.
yeah, I would agree
As
with that. They were too good.
as
I
the
don't think they're
user of
bad by
Brutes.
any means, right? Like,
Um,
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they're not bad at all.
no,
Like, they're
Brutes are
still a
good. I
great
like 'em.
unit. They
They're
were
still
too
strong.
good.
From a thematic perspective, it makes me really happy that they have Pathfinder. That's what they should have. They
Do
have
they have
Pathfinder.
Strider?
Mute him. Um, Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. But they got like the 20 attack treatment. So like 20
Hmm.
attacks crush 2. It's like Moloch's almost, but with Wild Charge and Pathfinder. It's a super interesting unit. I think it's still good. Defense 4 is a big hit with like the way shooting works and like the matchup that nature has into shooting, which is or herd has into shooting, which is funky. The last thing I'll talk about before we like go to things is the totem is weird and I don't know how to use it. It's probably cool. I printed a
Yeah,
model for it.
I'd agree with
What
that.
Alex? What do you have to say about nature? Highs, lows, winners, losers. It's a.
um,
I feel bad because like all the other armies got like minor updates where it's like here's cool stuff, and this is like a colossal
Overhaul.
rework.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's super weird that they did this not only in during the edition, but as the first book in the edition.
yeah, it's like
That's
5 months after
so
the release.
weird that that was the choice that they went with here.
Yeah,
As for like losers,
mhm.
I I'm definitely thinking that the primal chorus definitely something that you're probably
Stinky.
going to want to skip. I don't know, like when I think of like surging into something, I
Mhm.
guess maybe like tie something up, almost act as chaff, but then that's just expensive chaff, or you surge
Stinky.
into the side of a great axe horde or something, or a
Yeah,
horde of something, and then you die potentially. I
yeah,
don't know, like you don't have a chance to fight, and I
yeah.
don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
The attack being fleeting is bad. Other losses. Sorry. Um, the Tribal Songweaver stayed the same price and lost rallying for herd. And the Centaur Chieftain got 10 points more expensive, and nothing changed about it.
the
Yeah.
chieftain getting nerfed.
Chieftain lost 2 attacks and got Strider and got more expensive. It's a change that makes no sense to me. Um,
Yeah.
I loved him how he was, and I think if he stayed unchanged, now that he's not unlocking brutes, it'd be interesting to see if he like still existed in the play space. And
Yeah.
now we don't know because he sucks.
I mean, he was super good before. Like, not only did he unlock brutes, he had 8 attacks. Like, the guy was a menace.
Oh, Flaxif and Avatar the Father are back. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's neat. Wiltfather got
Huzzah!
Wiltfather got a big upgrade. Got the
Yep.
+1 to commands. Any big wins, Alex?
Big wins. I'm just glad that Guardian Brutes were kind of reined in. I think that's good for the health of the game.
Big win for the army, not for you.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm gonna say the
Yeah, but-
commands. The commands are a big win. Like
They're cool. Yeah, they're really good.
the ability to stampede through different units drastically changes how people have
Yep.
to play.
Stampede's
So
good.
like the stampede, do you want to read this or do you want me to?
I was gonna say, do we want to
Um,
go through
It
commands
gives
at
you
some
unit
point? We
yielding,
didn't
so you
cover
have
them.
to overrun into it. That's it. That's the whole command basically.
Can you repeat that real quick, Sam? I
It
apologize.
gives a unit yielding, and you are forced to roll a d6 forward, and you will be hindered if you connect on a new charge. But effectively lets you overrun non-yielding units, which is like a I don't even know how to like put it into words, like
Changes
what
the
that
game.
does to what that does
Mhm.
to like playing a game or Trent, you got anything?
Yeah, so I do think Stampede's really good. I think my
Nature
initial
trails.
fears of it are kind of, I don't think it's as quite oppressive as we thought it would be. I think it being hindered is a huge
For
balance to
sure,
it
yeah.
for certain things. It helps a lot.
Helps
Um,
Grimbrocks.
it helps with, yeah, Grimbrocks, if they were not hindered, would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
You put Pipes of Terror on that thing, and then you have a 200-point unit just walking around and delivers 3 units
Waste.
right off the rip.
Yeah. It'd be
So
bad.
that's pretty
I
bad.
think Guardian Brutes take a hinder really well now, and I think
I
they're still going to be really strong.
I agree. I think they do. Because you've got those 20 attacks, you've got the weighted dice that you need there. I really
Yeah.
like the Guardian Brutes. I know, strictly speaking, it's a downgrade,
Yeah.
but I do really like that stat line of them. I think it's a great unit.
That wild
Um,
charge is cool.
Wild Charge is super good. Having Pathfinder is real good. I think Defense 4 is where they should have been from the get go.
Yep.
It felt wild that you got a 0 point. Um,
It
they
should have
didn't
been
they didn't
15.
consider it an upgrade, but it sure as hell was an upgrade from Fire Elementals to go to Guardian Brutes, where you
It should
just
have
got
been.
Thunderous One,
Yeah.
um, and you lost Shambling, which Shambling
Number
is,
one, and brutal. And brutal.
yeah, and brutal. And Shambling in this edition is not. Um, it's a hindrance more than anything else in the edition right now, at least in my experience. And it was wild that they existed like that. But
Is
yeah, I think I like those. I'm with you. I do like these tribal hunters a lot.
yeah, they're
I
cool.
think it's something that you really needed in the army. With the loss of the like heart piercers that you had last edition, you didn't have any of those. You didn't have any real shooting that you could bring
Shout out Harpers. Yeah,
that you could bring with you, right? Like, you were a pure melee army essentially. And so it is nice to see some shooting making an appearance here, especially with how good shooting is right now. Um,
yeah.
I
I
think it
think
helps.
yeah, the commands are cool. One might be really good. I think I talked to Eric about it where it's like the overrun command is good. And a player that thinks about positional charges the way that like Eric Trowbridge does will take it and ruin someone's day with it.
Hmm.
Where it's like it seems cool
We
in
agree.
practice, and Eric Trowbridge gets a hold of it, and then Rob is like, "What? How do I play Kings of War?"
Yep. No, we've talked about this. If you have a flush battle line, have fun.
You're
You're getting
ruined.
stampeded into.
Uh, I think I think once the bitterness of like some of the hobby choices comes over, I'm gonna be really excited to like figure out and like peel through this list because there is a just a mountain of options and things to do,
Hmm.
and places to take it. So I don't think anyone knows what it is because it's effectively a new army.
Yep.
So I mean, it's exciting. Like maybe once I like have the hobby itch to paint up some stuff and do some things, it'll be fun. Critters remain unchanged.
That's a win.
The goat.
That's a
Critters.
huge loss for Alex. Biggest loss for Alex is Critters unchanged. Biggest win for Alex is Guardian Brutes. Those are the four
BJ.
book armies, man. Alex, who is the biggest winner of these four books? Who do you think?
Personally, I would say Abyss is honest. They just desperately 100% needed all of those changes. They needed every single one of them.
Were unanimous on this one?
Yeah, I don't think you can
That's
see it any other way. Like Abyss, because even if Abyss isn't the amazing army we think it is, looking at things, it's
Mhm.
certainly orders of magnitude better than it was prior to the book.
I will.
It's a
I'll put
full
this
army with
caveat.
tools.
I'll put this caveat on having played a few games with the new book and having played Abyss previously on UB, like getting ready for my shitty St. Louis army. That's now good. Oops. Um, if you miss your commands, they feel like Abyss before Fracture, which
Yeah,
is awful. So like, don't miss the commands, and then they're awesome. Good luck.
yeah, but even then, I
Just
think
roll
they
fours.
got some. They got some. The addition of the Abyssal
They
Guard
miss.
helps a lot. That was a big like hole in their lineup that they were missing, and I
Yeah,
think it helps a lot.
it's a great point. So
So
we're unanimous on the.
the
Yeah,
winners,
I
yeah,
think
Winners, yeah.
the other three feel like they're pretty. They won. Like they're great. They seem like they got some uplifts and like I don't think there was a
yeah,
I don't think any of the book armies were like, ah, they fucked it up. Like they scuffed it.
yep.
Yeah.
They're all
I'm pretty
better than what they were in my
I agree.
humble opinion.
So the one that I'm questionable on is actually nature, which when I first saw the
yeah.
book, my initial reaction was like, "Holy crap, the rich get richer." But like the more I've dug into this and like looked at it, like there's good stuff here, and there's a lot of change. It just went through every like nature players list. Like you said, you have to sit down and rebuild the army from the ground up.
And I think the
And not
players that
just
are
like
playing
from the
nature,
hobby standpoint, like from the
yeah.
complete conceptual standpoint of how does this army now play? What does it do?
I think and it'll be like I think the nature players, quote unquote, the fair weather fans, the ones that picked up Guardian Brutes for
You're the
Masters.
only
I
fan that
think you're
I've
going to
ever
see a
met.
lot of people drop them.
I think you'll see them drop them or end up with completely different ideas than a lot of like the other players. Like it's I think there's a bunch of paths to go down that might work and might not, or it'll just be me and Sean Polka running Natures next year at Masters and nobody else. I have no idea.
But
Um,
yeah, that
you're in a weird spot.
was my thought. Like when I was sitting there trying to think about who is the loser in this thing, and that's why I thought it would be nature. Like I think you saw a lot of
That's your
people
loser.
pick up nature, and
Is
I
that your
think a
loser?
lot of people are going to drop it because
Yeah.
it's not
I
what
think
it
that.
was.
Yeah, instead of learning a whole new army.
Just oh, I have to rebase my Guardian Brutes straight to the trash. Like
Ronnie, why did you do that? Ronnie, look what you made me do.
is that your loser then, Trenton,
Yeah,
for the book
that would
army?
be mine actually.
Cool. Alex, who's your biggest loser of the four book armies?
So I don't. I am hesitant to say loser, but Basilia is one of. I'm worried that it might not be enough. I'm worried that
I think you're right.
the buffs and everything. It's all really. It's all great. I love it. I'm happy. I'm just not sure if it's enough. Just maybe missing a little bit of oomph in a few units or point costs, things of
Yeah,
that nature.
I think I agree with you. Is that what I wrote? I don't know
Yeah,
what I
that's
wrote.
what you
Good.
read.
I agree with you. I was looking at Alex's notes. He wrote in parentheses next to the Cav Horde, always hindered. That made me chuckle. Uh, I think while the Basileia commands feel a lot better to see on the table, I think the amount of like the two things they got being unique sucks, and there might not have been like enough, like what you said, like enough umph to like put them at the same level as the other book armies or even like the current good armies like rats and stuff like that. I don't think. I think they're good. Like I think
There's
it's not
play.
like a
Yeah,
yeah, it's playable.
yeah,
I agree with you. I think there were some misses in that. Like they could have just made them bracket 2 or something and like let you take an item on them or something.
yeah.
It's just something.
I'd agree
Give
with
me
that.
something.
And we could
Cool.
see that change in an FAQ or something later on, or in a balance update. And I
Um,
wouldn't be surprised. But yeah,
yeah. We are at an hour, which is pretty good. It's brisk. I'll take it. I think we have uh, what do you guys want to spend like 20 minutes, half hour on
yeah.
non-book armies, just
We can quickly
chatting.
run down
20 minutes.
the non-book
I'm gonna give
armies.
I'm gonna give Trenton the stage for like the non-book winners, and this doesn't have to be like an army necessarily, but
Yep.
like
I
give me
got
your winners and
I got
losers
3
from
bullet points for the winners that were not
losers.
specifically covered in the book.
Give me all your winners and losers from
All right.
non-book.
So the winners: shooting, still undisputed champion. Blizzard and Commandant's coming through with no nerf whatsoever, no change at all. Everybody's
Andy
still
Pat
eating
into the
good.
channel. You can't say stuff like that.
Everyone's still eating good. I don't know how. My only thought is they're waiting till um, the Clash of Kings update to do the bigger balance updates. Is the only thing I can think of. Because I do think they need tweaked. I don't think
They couldn't even
I don't
make it
think
5
it's
more points.
yeah,
You couldn't
like
throw 5 points on there.
throw some points on there or something, right?
Come
Um,
on.
they're they're way overtuned as it is
Save
right
us.
now. My next winner, dwarves. I think dwarves got a nice glow up here. I think
Trenton said
the
he needs
speed
the word.
boost aura from the
Clutch. Clutch.
what's it from? Yeah, from the Lord on holdfast
Lord.
units. I think that's great. I think that's huge.
Defense 6
Dwarves
Lord, by
being
the way.
speed 4. What's that?
Defense 6 Lord, by the
Oh yeah,
way. Super cheap.
defense 6 Lord. Like your speed 4 units are now speed 5. That's huge. It's huge. Them being
Yeah.
speed 4 is so painful sometimes. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. The Lord on large beasts getting the +1 thunderous to things. Neat. I like it. I'd rather if he gave them the +1
Lord on large beast gives +1 thunderous.
thunderous if you're in the same combat.
Funky. Oh, okay, that's cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
that speed aura is
the
crazy.
speed aura is really good. I also think we shouldn't overlook Faber Ironheart giving you bracket
Back at 3.
3 on war engines. Um, dwarves have
Cannons are good.
cannons and they're really, really good.
Alex, what do you think about cannons?
We all love cannons here in this
They're good.
Discord.
Yeah,
And
Trenton
so
took 2 of my mine as well. I put a question mark next to doors because like I'll add, I agree. I think the speed thing is going to be auto. Everyone's going to be running it. Dwarves are way
100%.
back on the menu. Once Eric Trowbridge actually reads this and figures it out, he's going to be so excited. And I do question the thematic change of like how to balance the speed 4 army by just making it speed 5. Like, is that really how you should be balancing a speed 4 army? Like, isn't their whole shtick to like
Just go
grind?
faster, guys. Come
yeah.
on.
So the other thing they got that I think is a big help to them is it used to be their command was you got retaliate,
Yeah,
which
and they made it real
they
retaliate. The
made it real
actual
retaliate. Like you don't have to be engaged
yeah,
by 2 enemies. You can just do
yeah,
it on one. So now like I think Iron Guard get a lot more play because they
yeah.
are essentially going to have crush 1 in a lot of
Mhm.
circumstances because they're D6 nerve 17 still. So they're hard to clear off the board. They stick around a
I'll add
lot.
I'll add
So
one more
I
thing
think
to
that helps.
dwarves. Yeah, I'll add one more thing that helps dwarves as well in a massive ways. Can't pick up tokens turn 1.
It's big.
Uh, dwarves are looking. Everything's coming up dwarf right now.
It's
They
looking a
could
lot
be,
more viable.
and there were a lot of dwarf players in New York when we went to Dead of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
I bet we'll know very quickly at Crossroads if dwarves are back or not.
Yep.
Uh,
I'd like to get some. I'd like to get the dwarfs back on the table here soon.
The dwarf fandom is stubborn as hell, so I think they'll be back no matter what.
Uh,
what's your other win? Sorry, keep
my
going.
third one is Zerkali. Getting warrior pack hordes is huge.
Shout
one
out
of-
Mace. Shout
one
out
of the-
Mace.
One of the biggest things, and I think I even called this out in our Zerkali review, is I felt like they had gaps in the army lineup. And one of the things
Mhm.
they didn't have was any type of horde that you could ask
Yeah.
to either hold the line and dish out some damage. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't exist. They didn't have that at all. So now they've got this speed 7 horde with like, what is it, like 30
Strider.
attacks? 30 attacks on
Strider.
4s with Strider. Like, this thing's crazy. And like, I saw somebody was talking about it in Facebook in the Fanatics group, and somebody said, as a joke, put the Brew of Haste on this thing, and you've got a
cavalry.
Cav Horde. And it's like, yeah, that's actually a
has Strider.
brilliant idea. Put Brew of
Cavalry
Haste on
Strider.
this thing.
Live a little.
Like, I think that's a great idea. I'm seeing a lot of people put like, because they hit on 4s,
Sharpness.
so like the immediate thought is to put the sharpness on it.
Or blessing of the gods.
I'm with you,
Something
Sam. I think strength goes on those things. It's got
Item
30
those
attacks.
motherfuckers up. Pay for it.
It's got
In
30
for a
attacks.
penny.
Put brew strength on it. You don't need to hit all 3s. Make all the hits go through. You'll get plenty of hits. It's 30 dice.
I'll add to the Zakali thing, besides Planestalkers getting a change and remaining unplayable, the Lei Lung got inspiring,
Yeah.
and Lei Lung was already pretty good.
Lei Lung was already
Trenton,
pretty good.
I think you and I played the only game in the world that has ever seen Lei Lung on a board before the change.
Lei
And
Lung
we
was,
both thought she was pretty good.
It turns out Lei Lung's a guy. I saw the model. And heard like read a little
Oh,
blurb.
yeah.
Couldn't figure out. I know that was a
Cool.
question we had.
We went full neutral on it, yeah. Lei Lung's good. Lei Lung got inspiring for 10
Lei Lung's
points.
I think
don't
that's
hate it.
good. I think they actually needed that a lot too. Like they needed another like cheaper, inspiring option because
So you can take 3 130 point non-yielding individuals with Zerkali, 2 Yon lieutenants and Lei Lung as
Yeah,
your heroes
I think
for
it's great.
390.
I think it's good stuff.
Fucking stonks. Huge change.
I think
really
it's good
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
So those are
losers,
my
man.
winners. You want
Yeah.
losers?
Thank you. 2 of those things you said are also my winners, so we can just skip me talking
Let's
later.
say,
I
Alex,
just got
you got
excited.
winners for non-book?
So
want any winner?
non-book Twilight Kin, I would say, had some very interesting
Oh,
changes.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that I really liked was getting bound butchers for core.
Mhm.
Bracket
There-
2?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Cool.
But
Still good.
honestly, that's usually what you
That's awesome, yeah.
because a lot of the core was really questionable besides the Darkkin, like the actual elves, the
Yeah.
Void Walkers and Fleet Wardens or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those bound butchers just give a little bit more flexibility to your list, and anything that does that, I am very, very welcome to. Besides that, Void Touch Mutant Troops going to 15 attacks
That's big.
is actually there's some play there.
Void Touch
There is some
mutants
play.
are good.
They are
Mhm.
good. Never leave home without at least one, and at least for
Hey,
me.
boo.
J boot with J boots. Assassin being a support is also pretty fun. I don't think anyone's ever gonna really take that, but it's just kind of fun for like a.
I think it's a step in
casual
Duel
game.
6 too is I think a step in the right direction.
I like
Yeah.
the idea of some of those, like just like with the bigot. I do. It's one of those things when I first saw it, I didn't understand moving those things to support, but I like it because it's in a lot of armies you are tapped out on commanders and not on support, and so being able to take something else like that is like a luxury item in support and not having to use a commander slot on it is really nice.
And not having to take a commander that you want to go die
Yeah.
Is helpful.
Yeah, and I think it helps balance them too, because then they get cheaper because they don't have the ability to give commands.
Yeah. I'll add to what Alex said too. Oh, sorry, go ahead. You had more. You got it?
So last thing, this army can be a shooting army now. I say that very loosely. With the horde of Void Touched Weavers, which have...
Is that a shooting unit?
That is a shooting unit, yeah.
Is that the 9-inch range?
No.
Wranglers. We don't talk about Wranglers.
This is an 18-inch like lightning bolt essentially. And they
Oh
have
wow.
25 dice on fives, and they have elite with their range.
Oh wow, yeah, this
So
is nice.
so bring 2 of those for 540 points, and you got yourself a
You might
deal.
wait for some chaff.
It's pricey, but
Potentially, yeah. I'm
It
just
looks
saying,
good.
like,
I
it's
like it.
cool. I don't think I'll take it, but
New
I
stuff
even
is
put it on
cool.
the table.
Yeah.
they're heavy
Uh,
infantry. That's interesting.
Mm,
I've never seen this before, but Mikhail
yeah,
um
close enough.
makes a support unit core. I've never seen a support unit go
Oh,
from
that's pretty
support to core.
nifty.
The issue is
Make
he's just so
and that
expensive
support
too.
unit is impalers, which are fucking good.
All my homies love impalers.
Impalers are good. Yeah, Twilight a great choice. What else you got, Alex? Any other winners?
Um, really? Besides that, no, not too much. Loser though, the I would say that the captain going up, like what was it, 45 points or something like that.
Huge
Yeah.
change.
It used to be like 130, 135 points,
Was that a
but they
mistake?
well, for a warlord, yeah. What was that, Sam?
Do you think that was a mistake?
No,
Cool. I loved it. It was great.
it was on like the Mantic like website or like the
Great.
article, so they put it down. It's there.
Interesting.
But yeah, so they increased his nerve by a few points and gave him crushing 2 instead of crushing 1 and a few extra attacks.
How many attacks?
I think it
He's
was
up to
2
7
attacks.
now. It's actually this isn't
Yeah.
a bad
Like
stat
it's
7
line.
good, but like
But
the issue
yeah,
is you take him as a support character for your elves. Your
There's a
like the
he does
few.
rallying.
Yeah. There's some when they change a unit out of like the role that it fit into instead of letting it fit better into the role, I think it can
Mm-hmm.
rub people the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like I could like I guess I say loser very loosely. It's just something that like
No,
I
he's a
didn't see
bum.
a need. I didn't see any need for it to change,
Yeah.
and it kind
It's how I
of
feel about
ruins
the
the role.
chieftain. The same way where it's like, man, this chieftain is just cheap enough to stomach having 8 attacks and like run around and maybe kill something. And with the 6 attacks and Strider, it's like I don't need reliable dice. I'm trying to like go swing around and like have a good time. Uh, and it's just like not quite the same. Like I wish that they had like not. Yeah, I assume you would have rather kept the captain the same.
Personally, mostly because it gives me more points to enhance like the units I need to be doing things.
Hey, your navigator made it through unchanged. That guy rocks.
It's a bannerman pretty much with no
Unmade.
yielding and
Yeah.
just
Ooh.
willy-nilly vicious for dark elves.
Oh, that's
Like
really good.
You seen that guy,
yeah.
Trenton? Oh, he's a
No.
monster.
Oh, that's really good. That
We
one
had a game
attack.
on UB where I charged him and I was like, "Is that yielding? It's got to be yielding, right?" And he was like, "No,
Non
Why would it be? Why
non-yielding
would you think
heroes
that?
how is
are
it not yielding?" Yeah, he's great.
non-yielding heroes
So
are really good.
Yeah, it worked really well in Poophole or Radnor Manor. And one of the Marshall brothers was like, I get to overrun into you now. And I said,
like,
I was
No, you
quoting
do
Jurassic
not.
Park with this one. I said,
awesome. Trenton got to me on the shooting and the dwarves and oh my god, I rode Zerkali too. You dirty dog. Those are my 3 winners. I added elves. You can take 2 air elemental regiments now, and you have
Mm,
uncapped amounts of critters, infinite critter access. And if you haven't used critters, run to your nearest store. Holy
Life
shit.
changing.
you gotta move the
Yeah.
elves, Sam, since they killed
What?
forces. They killed forces of nature, so you can just take your critters and air elementals and get elves.
Gonna run off-brand Sylvankin. No, fuck no. I've never an army that's not nature at a GT ever. Um, no, but I do think shooting is Blizzard is a problem. The
It needs to
battery
be
is
changed,
weird.
unfortunately.
The battalion system is being abused by Goblin players. There's a bunch of stuff that's just like not quite right, and I'm typing up a 17-page post for Facebook on the Fanatics page right now. I think that should get some stuff done. Uh, Like, but dwarves are good. We didn't add for
Why?
Zerkali. We didn't add for Zerkali. Warrior Pack troop stonks are buy low, man. They're up to 15 attacks now instead of 12.
Yeah.
For like 120, and
Yep.
that's a blender. They're
They're
awesome.
good.
Highly recommend. Dwarves are awesome. Elves are in a good spot, but so shooting in general. Commandants, you're probably right. Probably should have lost indirect. I don't think they should have reload. I think as a monster running around, it makes
I
sense
get
to me.
that. I get that. They probably
I think they
shouldn't.
lose indirect and drop a few points, and that doesn't
Yeah.
bother me. Or
Yeah.
they like do the battalion thing. I know like Bart Kohler and Chet Dudek are talking about having the bracket number be army wide.
Yep.
I know Crossroads is considering a 1 battalion or doing a 1 battalion restriction.
Mm-hmm.
So like if those changes like result in positive feedback, maybe that's the direction. You just leave commandants to be happy and barfing on people
Yep.
indiscriminately. My biggest non-4 losers, I'll go into it and I'll just steal all of Trenton's this time. Jokes on this guy. EOD, I don't Chariot's core, is that the fix?
Fuck
Also,
no.
I know I'm the only one that cares. I thought Deadeyes were good. I thought they were legitimate. I thought they were a serious
I couldn't
army.
tell if you were even joking when you were
I
saying
know
that in the
no one
chat.
believes me, no one cares. And it doesn't matter because they somehow took a massive nerf.
What was the
Um,
nerf, Sam?
they changed the so you could give a unit frozen on their
Oh
range
yeah.
attacks,
I forgot. That's so bad. I blocked it out of my mind.
and they changed the fucking icy breath. I think it's icy breath 8 or something with no piercing.
It's
So it's
horrible.
like I had one army that I thought had legs with EOD, and that took a
Ronnie.
nerf
Ronnie
somehow.
said no.
They said absolutely not. Stay in
Yeah.
the
Too
dumpster.
good.
And then there's like here's
Not
all the
this
tools
time.
we give you. So mummies are dead. Chariots
If
are
you take the
core.
pharaoh not on chariots, you can still take mummies as core.
Cool. Mummies suck. I don't care.
I mean,
I've never liked. Um, EOD sucks. I
in a
also
vacuum, mummies are not good. In EOD, mummies are actually probably one of the best units they have.
Best unit. Take them.
Are you
Spam
starting with
them.
mediocrity? Is that really the goal? Like, give the army, give it, just throw Bane Chan on the fucking High Priest and have it be done.
You'll
Move
get
on with your
zero
life.
arguments from me. The army's a
Um,
mess. It's an army that's built to use shambling and surge, and in this edition, shambling and surge is bad.
and I think
Unless
that
you're a
needs to,
speed 10 flyer, you don't get to surge into shit.
so, we can hypothesize about EOD all day. I think there's ideas that could like make it. I mean,
That's
EOD,
another video. That's more
that's a
Yeah,
loser.
content.
We're done with that shit.
we can do. I can do a whole like 3 part
Um,
series on that.
my other losers besides EOD, I said assassins are still kind of bad.
Yeah,
I think the Twilight Kin assassin change is a huge step in the right direction. I think they can. There was a brief period of time where Duelist was triple attacks, and it was fun, and people considered taking it to tournaments. And that is what they should be striving to put those guys back at.
some of
Put
us
them in
did
support.
take them to tournaments. They were good.
Put them in support. Jack the fuck out of those Duelist numbers.
The duelist meta was upon us.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
do whatever.
Crocodile Wrangler.
R.I.P. Murder Minotaur.
Mm,
Man. The other loser, I have two more, sorry. Orcs, that nerf was too much.
I
It would
agree.
look okay. I've said this I said it in the Discord, which is most of the people who are watching, I've already heard it, but like that nerf makes sense if you are also not allowing commands to be as good as what Green Rage was. But you didn't do that. There are still commands that give ensnare. There are still commands that give Strider. And there are
And
still
God
the
forbid.
betrayal commands, the blessing of the dark god commands,
Yep.
the shooting explosive 6 commands. Like
The
there are so many things that are so good right now that like they could have kept it at that good, and now orcs look awful. Like it
I
is a it's
yeah. I think they should have done one or the other. Like they nerfed Green Rage, and then they also just took Thonor's ability away.
it
Like,
did
and I
it is
get like the combination of the two was busted. Like Thonar Green
I
Rage
think
was bullshit. You could just
Sonar was a
nuke
problem.
everything.
I don't. I think the more that we played, though, I think the more it became clear that regular Green Rage was not a problem.
No, it's not. Like, I mean,
It
every
was how
once in
they
a
were
while
doing
you'd spike something horribly,
it. Yeah.
but I
But
mean,
so would other players.
it's a dice game.
That's
Like,
that's
it's the
part of
way
the
it
game.
works, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah. That always
now I think it's gone. It swung too far the other direction.
And I'll add something else. How the fuck? Sorry, I'm getting upset with the. How do Thunder Seers not have the Forge trait,
Oh, I
especially with
know.
how bad that command is now?
I
Throw them a
know.
bone.
Yep.
Give them
Throw
the.
me a bone.
They had Forged in third edition.
I got
We want
Thunder Seers.
justice.
I want to use them. I can't
Tren's
put them on
Thunder
the
Seers
table.
are pretty. Let's get them on the table. The last thing I had for a loser, and this is like kind of going back to the complaining part, is hobbying. I think there were many things that were done that I would consider anti-player, which is like a serious thing. I'm like it's fine to make decisions for your game that are interesting. It's fine to try and push your game forward. It's fine to do things, especially at the new edition when you know it's going to be changed. But books coming out and sort of re-adding bloodworms, but not the legions, which is all anybody ever ran. Changing bases on mammoths, removing units, switching their roles, doing things that like make armies harder to field for players that have worked hard on them is not cool ever. Especially in a like game where the hobby is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Like disrespecting someone's time on a unit is bad. So that's one of my bigger losers is like not even we whinged about it in nature enough, but like there's other stuff in the other armies that like the bloodworms and the mammoths are the big ones that stick out where it's like, man, is that really like what you need to be doing here? Is like you couldn't put a legion in the game, couldn't give it its own data sheet, like
Right. I don't. That's a whole different discussion. But I don't understand the weird upgrade this thing if you do something instead of just
yeah.
giving something a data sheet. Like it's odd.
Yeah. It's weird. I think from a like the hobby perspective part is like, man, some of these are like not cool. Um, yeah. All right, losers, one of y'all.
You took all of mine.
Yeah.
Did I do it? I did it.
I feel like I don't have too much to say for losers.
Fantastic. We did it. That was hey, we did the time. That's what we said.
All
Not
right,
too
that
shabby.
was
Shit.